Hey, this is Bennett and you're watching Melodification. This week we're doing White House Blues, and it's a special one this week because I'm using all licks from Pocket Lick. So I went through the Pocket Licks app. I used both Pocket Lick 1 and Pocket Lick 2, and I picked a few licks to put together and create this version of White House Blues. A great thing to do if you have the app is to go through and star the licks that are in this song, and I've labeled them on the tab, and I'll also put them in the description box. And that way you can kind of learn them on their own and then go to this version of White House Blues and see how I put them together in the context of a song. That being said, Pocket Lick is available on the Google Play Store and the iTunes Store, so you can go and get that, or you can just download the tab for free by signing up on my mailing list. The link is below this video. I hope you enjoy this version. It was really fun for me to go through the app and pick out these licks and put it together in an arrangement. If you have any comments, questions, or requests, please post them in the comment section below. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up because it helps other people like you have an easier time finding it. Thanks so much, and I'll see you next week for a new video. 1, 2, 3, 4. One, two, three, four. One, two, three, four. One, two, three, four. Okay, so in this version of White House Blues, I'm using exclusively pocket licks to come up with this variation. And the first pocket lick actually I'm using is called Scruggs number 6, and it is actually the first lick from White House Blues that Earl Scruggs plays. So it's that kickoff that he plays, and I heard it off the Carnegie Hall recording of the song, and if you haven't listened to that recording, it's a must listen to for banjo players. It's so good. But it starts out, and then he kicks into the melody of the song. So that's just an introduction. And since I'm using all pocket licks for this, I kind of left the melody open to interpretation. I didn't exactly play the melody the entire time, although I hinted to it several times throughout the song. But the second pocket lick that I used is number Scruggs 16, and that's, and then at the end of that lick, actually on the app you end like that, but I wanted to go directly into another lick, so I instead went to the second string and I did that lick, which is basically the same effect. You're going or. So after Scruggs number 16, I go to Scruggs number 4, which is, and then I do, which is actually bluesy number 11 from Pocket Lick version 2. So you won't be able to find that on the first version. I mean, you have the tab, of course, you can get that by signing up for the mailing list, but if you want to see it in the app with the tab and the video and the audio, then you'll need to get Pocket Lick number 2, which is where this lick comes from. So it's interesting. My normal inclination is to pull off pinky to middle, which is not necessarily the most common way to do it, I think, but I don't know. My pinky has always wanted to get a little bit more action than my ring finger. So I pull off from pinky to middle. But you could go. You could switch over and move your middle finger there on the 3rd fret for that pull off. And then into Scruggs number 31, which is... And that one is actually a backup lick, but you know, I mean, I feel like it works great in the solo, so I wanted to use that. And it's just a forward roll all the way, super hard driving. And you'll notice that from this chord, and when we switch licks, you're still staying on that C chord. So at the end of this video, you'll have a rhythm track. I'll be playing guitar, and if you play along with it, you'll notice that when you start this Scruggs number 31, it's midway through the lick where you switch to the G chord. So just keep that in mind, that it may sound a little funky at first, but it totally works over the C chord, moving into the G. And so after Scruggs number 31, we go into bluesy number 12, which is a Tony Rice lick, straight up. And that works great over the 1-5-1, so the G, D, G chord change. D, G. I mean, you could do that endlessly, you know, you could go. It's not the most tasteful thing to do over and over and over again, but I feel like it worked pretty nicely in this version of White House Blues. I haven't done this before, but I feel like this may be a good way to practice these songs. Is first play the Scruggs version, and in this case you're going to play the intro for the Scruggs version just once, and then you're going to skip the intro on the melodified version. I'm going to play through the song twice on guitar so you can play the Scruggs version and then the melodified version. And I'm going to count it off, and then you're going to play the intro by yourself, and then I'm going to come in playing rhythm behind you for the Scruggs and then melodified version. So here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Melodic.